I like beer cause it is good. I drink beer because I should. If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink beer.
Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good! And stuff! Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Let's go drink some beer!
Drunk as me. I am drunk. Woo! I am drunk. Drunk as me.
Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good! And stuff! Beer is good! Beer is good! Beer is good!
Let's go
Hello?
Hey everybody.
Hello.
Hi. How you doing? Welcome to the very first abnormally random couchcast. We are broadcasting from a new location. $5 if you can guess where. Put in the comments below. To my left, or right? Yeah, left.
Hello.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
my name is Couch Mike.
Couch Mike. And I, of course, abnormally random I guess Couchcast. Couch Steve.
Yes.
Broadcasting from
Uh,
how we doing, Michael? It's been
Doing
like
good.
a month.
Happy to be streaming.
Right?
This usually happens
to
when we
my
podcast.
left
We always
or-
run into some type of shit
left.
that takes about
An hour.
way longer than it should.
Yeah.
But we got it up and going. It's
Couch
a
Mike.
learn
I,
and not
of
remember
course.
process. So,
Always forget the things.
but hopefully it'll be a lot easier in the future.
Been like a
Good.
month.
At least at one of our
Right?
stationary podcast spots, a prime studio.
Indeed.
It will be prime.
Also,
Can't wait for you guys to check
But we
it out.
got it up and going.
Happy Mother's Day, Michael.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day,
Steve,
everybody.
I love being a mom.
Me too.
You know,
Because men are moms these days, and you can't tell me different.
exactly.
So,
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
yeah.
Don't
Happy
don't
Mother's
feel,
Day.
Don't feel left out.
All the mothers out there.
All the mothers. If
Happy
you
Mother's
identify
Day,
as
Michael.
mother, you are mother. So
As long as you identify, you are.
yeah.
Me too. You can't tell us otherwise.
I'm not gonna
because
assume.
men are moms. So, Michael, what do we have on the agenda for today? I have a few things.
I don't really have anything. Maybe I should bust out some beers. It's not a beer cast.
Not a
but
typical one, anyway.
I did bring over a couple of beverages. What would you like to start out with? Would you like to start out with the Mango Voodoo Ranger or the Simple Highlight?
So, Michael, what do we have on the agenda for today? Looks like we're starting off heavy with IPAs today, so let's start with the Voodoo, shall we?
Maybe I should bust out some beers. It's not a
What do we got over here? 1985 IPA from New Belgium.
What would you like to start out
No
with?
fun story on it, just a Voodoo Ranger. And
Just a Voodoo Ranger, everybody.
in case you couldn't tell, the theme of the Couchcast is apparently wearing sunglasses so let's inside. start with the Voodoo, shall we? Because it's so freaking bright here, isn't it, Michael? Yep. All these lights set up behind the camera, so you're not really going to be able to see anything except for our shiny foreheads, because we don't have the budget for a makeup crew. In case you couldn't tell, the theme of the Couchcast aspirations, everybody, one day at a time.
All to make you feel better about
Freaking bright here, isn't it, Michael? Yeah, so on tonight's agenda, we are going to be talking a little Lightning hockey, solely because they're on right now, and they're winning 3-0 in the first 5 minutes. Or, well, actually, it's,
That was
it's down
about
to 3
20 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was about 20 minutes ago. So in the first 18 minutes, the Lightning have totally dominated the Maple Leafs, 3-0. And let's go Bolts. Cheers, Michael. Because they're on right
let's
now,
go
and they're
Bolts.
winning 3-0.
Hoping to catch at least the.
Or, well, actually,
That was
it's down
about
to try and
20
catch
minutes
something
ago.
just about 20 minutes ago. Other than herpes and COVID. Minutes, the Lightning. Ooh, that is a delicious IPA, Michael. The Maple Leafs.
Wow.
3-0. Very hop forward, but then it has like a juicy finish. I like it.
Let's go Bolts. So do I at the discount beer store right by
Try and catch something.
what is it Circle K on Hercules
Well,
on like right before it gets to Greenbrier.
I had no idea that there was a discount store there on very hop forward, but then is that the one that says discount tobacco and lottery?
Yeah. But a lot of people go there mainly for beer.
Yes, and because of beer.
I've never not gone there and picked up beer. So,
So we'll go ahead and give a hand to Discount Beer and Lotto on Hercules. That's right.
Could be a different name.
Give them a hand. It's probably
But it's to the left of
super
the gas
loud.
station.
Yeah.
In the other plaza.
In the
A lot
other
of people go
plaza.
there mainly for beer.
So on
yes.
also on
I've
today's
never not gone
agenda,
there, picked up beer.
I figure we'll do a surprise topic. JT and my breakup. Beer and Lotto. Did you hear about it?
No, not at all.
So
The gas station.
you saw the meme he posted about Elon Musk like a week or so ago. After he bought Twitter, he's like Elon Musk got so tired of being bullied on Twitter that he bought the platform to stop it. JT and my I saw that you laughed at
Maybe
it.
I've
just
seen
assumed
plenty
you'd
of
seen
those.
it.
I'm just like, oh,
Yeah, by the way, Elon Musk purchased Twitter. Big news for some. Most, actually. Some people like it, some people don't.
honestly, it's not really surprising that I couldn't give a fuck.
Right? I mean, it's good that supposedly people won't get banned for sharing an opinion. So that's good.
Free speech?
Free speech and all that. On a private company platform, we all get it. Companies can set their own rules, but it's always good to just be able to speak your mind without persecution. Fear of it.
You're not going to have an administrator on there that's going to be like, well,
Right? I mean, it's good that
you're kicked out.
supposedly
Not
people
gonna
won't
happen.
get banned.
Maybe over
for
time.
sharing an opinion.
But
So that's good.
free speech? I mean, the only thing I've really heard about Elon Musk
Private
buying
company
Twitter
platform,
was
we all
mainly
get it.
to
Companies can set their own rules. Free speech,
make a
right?
thing about free speech. Yeah.
Okay. So that's basically how I replied to the meme was,
Gonna be like, well,
and maybe you heard something I didn't, is what I said, but Elon Musk has stated publicly multiple times that he doesn't care about bullying,
the only thing I've
whatever.
heard
He
about
just
Elon
wants
Musk
people to
buying
be able to speak freely. And JT responded with, "Up, unless you're a union, or except for union talk." That's and I said, "I didn't hear anything about that. Maybe you could share the article or tell me where you heard that." Boom. Blocked me on Facebook without a response.
he actually did respond to you, though. I saw that.
Well, he blocked me first, so I couldn't read it.
Why is this even a topic, though? Why are we talking about this?
I just wanted to see if you had heard anything about it. Is this something uncomfortable for you to talk about?
Not really, but
Well,
I mean, it's just kind of odd.
Well, I just figured I'd get an outside opinion here.
He actually did respond to you, though.
I was censored, so to speak. Well, he blocked me first without reason, and I was just wondering if you had an opinion. Like, if you posted something and I disagreed or added to that post, would you block me if you didn't like what I said, or?
Well, I mean, if you were to do it
Well, I just
constantly all the
figured I'd
time
get
and
an
it just
outside
becomes
opinion
annoying,
here.
I'd be
Oh.
like, well,
Is that your opinion that I constantly troll JT's posts? And I was just wondering.
I mean, are you doing it intentionally?
I'm just responding to things in my feed. I do it to everybody, including your posts, my mother's posts, everybody's posts. I usually comment on just about everything.
Yeah, well, it just becomes annoying. I mean, I don't really have that much opinion
Is that
about
your
it, but,
opinion that
you know, if
I
he doesn't like
constantly
it
troll JT's
and he
posts?
wants to block you,
I mean, there's more adult ways of doing it. That just seems like an emotionally fragile move. Like, because I had asked him, including your post, to back up something that's completely unsubstantiated.
okay,
he got
we're
mad.
not here to talk about this though.
We're here to talk about whatever.
Have that much opinion about it, but, I mean, come on, dude. We're not here to start shit.
I mean, this isn't starting shit. It's
It
talking
is.
about something. How's it starting shit? Elaborate. Emotionally fragile move.
Because you're just bringing something
Because
up
I had asked
that
him
you obviously don't
back
agree
up
with
something that's
as a
completely
friend or whatever.
Oh, I still consider him a friend, but he's completely ignored me since then. I've tried to call him, shoot him texts, see what's going on in his life, and he's ignoring me.
Well, I don't know, bud. That's between you guys.
I know. In case he's watching, comment below, Mr. Terry. I would really like to know why you did what you did. It just seems immature, to say the least. Oh, I still but now that we are on the topic of Elon Musk and Twitter, and the memes that are being posted online, most of them are absolutely hilarious.
That's between you guys.
Things that Elon Musk owns: Tesla, SpaceX, Twitter, and AOC. It just seems
AOC.
Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Never heard.
Part of the squad. Political shit. Hilarious. The lady is absolutely crazy. Most of them are absolutely hilarious. Things that Elon Musk. But enough about that. Tesla. Michael, tell me, how do you feel about this Lightning game so far? They just ended the first period in a total first period blowout.
The scores say that they played good. So
We haven't
that's
actually
what I'm
been.
assuming.
We just see it here pinned on my screen here, and I'm pretty sure Michael has it on his as well. But enough about. We all hope that the Lightning make it all the way to the Stanley. How do you feel about Where are we in the playoffs?
We're first round in the playoffs.
First round. Okay. Yeah, I forgot when the actual season ended. Yeah, so I'm actually rather excited about this. I mean, I know we've been going to the postseason for what, like 5-6 seasons straight or some shit. And we've got 2 Stanleys under the belt, 2020 and last year too, right?
First round.
Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's 2 in a row.
The 2020-21 was the start.
I'm actually rather excited about this. I mean,
Yep.
I know we've been
And then, well, actually, no, it was 19-20 we won. Then 2021 we won. Now we're in the 21-22. So it was 19-20 and 2020.
Nice. I think we got 2022 in the bag, but it's a little early to speak, so obviously that's just an opinion. But obviously we started off super strong. We're down 2-1 in this series.
19-20.
Yeah, so if we win
Yep.
tonight, that would be a tie-up, and we would go to Game 5.
We would go to Game 5, which would be up in Toronto.
I think we got 2022.
I'm
in the
not
bag,
sure if
but,
it's
a little early to speak, so
2-2, 1-1,
but obviously we started
or
off
if we
super
just keep on
strong.
playing
We're down
2s up there. I'm assuming we're still going to be playing 2 games. So it'd
Yeah,
be 2
so
up there,
if we
2
win
down here.
tonight, that would be a tie-up.
I mean, obviously, you know, we win tonight, be up there, and if we continue that streak, we will, you know, win the first round while playing up there.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm not entirely certain how it's going to all play out, but I wish them the best, and let's go Bolts.
Go Bolts.
Cheers to that one, brother.
I mean, obviously, you know, we win tonight, be up there. And speaking of Mother's Day, I took my, took my mom out. Actually, no, I didn't
Su madre?
initially come up with the
Yeah.
plan.
I'm
She
excited.
texted
I'm
me
not
and she's
entirely
like,
certain
"Hey,
how it's going to all
you
play
want to go
out,
bowling
but,
in an
I
hour?"
wish them the best,
I'm like,
and let's go Bolts.
like at this point, I'm really not down for it
To that one,
because
brother.
I already bowled Friday night. I had to bowl in a 4-game no-tap tournament yesterday.
What's a no tap? What's that mean?
That means that, I mean, of course, you
madre?
everything else is relatively the same, except if you leave one pin standing, say, like, you knock down 9, that counts as a strike. Like, at this point,
Oh,
I'm really
that's
not
weird.
down for
So it's like a handicap
it. I
tournament
already
almost.
bowled
A stipulations, a house rules
Friday night,
tournament.
bowl in a- Yeah, 4-game
Okay.
no-tap tournament.
Yeah, I've only ever played What's in a the no-tap? What's that? the Yaba leagues
That means
many,
that,
many, many decades ago.
Of course, you can-
Is you're Dunedin? Wait, you bowl Maple, right? And the tournament was at Dunedin though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mainly bowl at Dunedin. Dunedin
it's
is
like a
pretty much my house.
Stipulations, a house of bowling.
That's where I do all my leagues. That's where
I've
I do
only ever played
some
in
of
the,
the
the
fun
Yaba
games
leagues
on Saturday
many,
mornings.
many,
You know, a
many
big group of
decades
us
ago.
get together. We bowl.
Is
Play for
you're
a
Dunedin?
couple
Wait,
dollars.
you bowl Maple.
little
bit
that's the house. Card
And
games.
the tournament was
It's
at
fun.
Dunedin though.
Yeah. I mainly
Yeah,
bowl
I
at-
wanted to get back into it, but my back is so destroyed. Speaking,
That's one thing I don't get is how can you do disc golf but you can't do bowling?
a disc weighs quarter pound, the heaviest disc out there, maybe a couple ounces. You know, I don't do a whole lot
And
of
you're also
twisting.
twisting that. I was gonna say.
I don't do a
like,
whole
yeah,
lot. I do get back into it, a forehand throw, so it's mainly in the shoulders and the elbow, which I guess that's technically disc golf anyway. But
You would
I-
be able to bowl.
I usually don't get too much of a long drive. Unless I do the forehand. If I go backhand, that's when I actually twist.
And you're also
Twist
twisting
hurts.
that. I was
So
gonna
I
say,
don't do a
like,
whole lot. I do this. Or the turtle putt.
Yeah.
You've seen me try it a couple times.
I've seen you try it a bunch of times and only landed once.
You know, and
Sink
that's,
it once.
that's funny because that day was my worst day of turbo putting. Like every time I'm out there, if I'm within 40 feet of that thing, the turbo putt for the win. But that day, maybe I was just embarrassed trying to show it to you. Or
You tried a couple other times before.
nice.
haven't
That's
made it.
probably true.
I've seen you try not to give yourself too much credit on being.
You know, and
Good at it.
that's funny
Well,
because
actually,
that day was. I'm not very good. You're my turbo putt kryptonite there, Michael.
Yeah.
You poisoned my turbo.
They look good though. Like sometimes you get a nice one off. You're like, man, why didn't you sink that?
Because I'm no good. That's why. I'm not a professional, Michael.
But yeah. Anyway, I took my mom out, bowling, and there's a lot of bowling centers out
very
there
good.
that
You're my
they're
turbo
kind of getting
bud.
with the
Kryptonite
futuristic,
here, Michael.
up in the times,
Poison my turbo.
type shit.
They
Well,
look good though. Like sometimes
I haven't been there in about,
why didn't you
say,
Because
a bit over a year.
that's why.
But they have a concession over there. But yeah, apparently they have a robot that brings you food at your lane from the concession. So say like, you order your
They
food,
have a robo waiter.
they have a robot that brings you food.
Wow.
I got a video to show you.
I
It's
cannot-
a short video.
I can't
But-
wait to see it because this sounds very interesting.
But we were on lane 4, and I want to say the concession is probably on, like, say, lane 15, 17. So it's a good
They have a
distance
robo
away
waiter?
from where we are. But anyway, like, you order your food on the computer on the lane. It's a short video.
I can't wait to
girl
see it
comes
because this
by
sounds
and
very
she,
We
lets
were
you pay
on lane
tablet, whatever, it goes back. And I'm going up to bowl, and all I hear is, "Your food is here." I turn around, and my mom turns around, and she's like, "What?" Like,
Very
there's
awkward.
a food that has, like, on the screen, it's like a robot face that's smiling, and I'm like, so I just went up there, grabbed it, hit finish on the screen. It said, "Thank you, enjoy your day." Kind of did like a robot turn.
Very awkward. Would you like me to? It's like, would you like me to take your temperature, pinky or forefinger?
But right before we were about ready to leave, somebody that works over there decided they want to get up on a couple games. He wants to get up on a couple. Enjoy your day. Younger kid.
Right.
But anyway, he's got his ear pods in, and he's bowling.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Would you like me to? It's like, would you like me to take your temperature,
to
pinky
you?
or forefinger?
Happy birthday to you.
The robot-
Turn around, and the robot is just making its way over there, and I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna stop for one of the kids. Over here, 'cause
Right,
There's
right.
a group of like 10 kids right next to us. It did not stop. It just kept on going. I'm like, oh, they're just fucking with this guy. So it's singing "Happy Birthday to you." Stops at his lane. Has like some
robot-
food in a basket or some shit.
I would not want a robot to come up to me and start singing "Happy Birthday." Did you get a video? Right.
My mom did. She got it right when it stopped. So it did not stop. It just kept on going. I'm like, oh, they're just fucking with this guy. So it's singing "Happy Birthday to you." Stops at his lane. Has like some food in a basket.
I would not want a robot to come up to me and start singing. I am
Straight out the bar, I was just like, you guys.
I am not a fan of this technology.
That was fucking hilarious. I was dying laughing after that. And she's like, my mom, of course, bless her heart. She's like, is it your birthday? And I'm like, Mom, no, they're just effing with him.
They're just
And
messing
she's
with
like,
this
what
guy.
do you mean? She's like, you guys. Is it your
I
birthday?
am not a fan of this
Nah,
technology.
what he said. They're just messing with me. I made
No.
food like 3 hours ago, and they're just bringing it to me.
Wow. Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday
you.
to you. He hit the button, then it just turned
Is
around.
it your
and
birthday?
just went off.
I'm like,
Pinky or forefinger. They're just
It would have
messing
been
with this.
much more hilarious though if it's still saying "Happy Birthday" on its way back to its
Happy
little
birthday
home
to
turf.
you.
I made food like 3
Wow.
hours ago, and they're just bringing it to me.
Wow. I guess I know where I'm going for my birthday this year. I want a creepy fucking robot to sing me happy birthday. Pinky or forefinger.
I just want to get like a part-time job. I just want to work there for my week off, just so I have the ability to fuck with people in that thing. Like get fired 2-3 days afterward. Worth it.
I guess I know where I'm going for my birthday this
But
year.
yeah, that was
I want a creepy fucking epic. robot to sing me happy. So speaking of epic Mother's Day bashes, so my mom had to work today. I was originally going to take her out for breakfast and maybe go to the park or the beach or something. But oh no, I got to work at 11. And I'm like, okay, cool. We'll go to breakfast at 9. Oh, I'm not waking up till 9. You know what? It's your day. You do you. So speaking of, decided to do something yesterday. So my mom had to work, and lo and behold, she's like, "No, me and your father are going out," which is fine. Again, it's her choice. It's her day, so to speak. So Sean and Steph and the kids, we all had a little pool party, grill out at the house there. and decided to do something. Sean invited his brother-in-law and his family. So it's his brother-in-law, his wife, and their 3 kids. So we're swimming. I'm tossing around the kids and stuff. I am, side note, completely hungover from the night before. I remember I drank 3 beers. 3 tall boys, so, you know, and there's craft beer, so obviously a little heavier than, say, just drinking 3 tall boys of like Yingling or Bud Light or something, right? And while I was at the liquor store picking up my sample beers for the bar, I got upsold on a bottle of smoked agave tequila or mezcal. And it was only $20, so I was like, oh, fuck it, you're cute. And you took the time to explain all this to me and give me 2 shots of pineapple and whatever the hell, the mezcal is. It was okay. So I was like, you know what? Fine, yeah, I know you're going to get a little commission on this, so fine, I'll buy a bottle. So after my 3rd beer, I was like, well, let me see what this tastes like by itself. So I did 1 shot, boom, straight to the gut. And then I sit down, start watching TV. Next moment, I'm waking up in my bed the next day. And here's the best part. I remember nothing. So after my 3rd beer, I took that shot. I don't know. I originally said it was at like 3 in the morning, but that's not true. It was probably like 11. And when I woke up in my bed, start watching TV. Not only was I fully clothed, wearing my shoes, which I don't remember putting on. So I'm thinking, oh shit, did I drive somewhere? Did I go somewhere? I probably took the dog out. But I took that shot. I come out. I originally said it was at like 3 in the morning. I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I start to get up. I woke up in my bed. Headache. Like as the blood is starting to just shift as everything's moving, it's just like instant pounding migraine. And then I look at where I'm laying because my mattress feels lumpy. And I look, I'm laying on a pile of all my clean clothes. No idea why I threw them on the bed. Don't know how they got there. They were all folded, put away, and hung, but all my drawers were cleaned out. My entire closet was cleaned out and thrown on the bed. Don't remember doing any of it. So I come out. I checked the bottle to make sure the reason I blacked out wasn't because I kept drinking the shit. Right? Nope, just the 1 shot gone. And then I look in the fridge and I realize all 12 beers I bought, 3-4 packs, gone. So clearly I drank 12 tall boys in a shot of tequila that night. And that's why I was so freaking. But I don't, like, I immediately blacked out after taking that. Like I said, I took the shot, came out here, just the 1 shot gone. And then I look in the fridge and I realize all 12. Oh my God. I don't.
If that were the case, I would be like,
Clearly, I drank 12 right? I usually don't drink 12 fucking tall boy. I don't usually drink 12 beers. But I don't. But as soon as I blacked out, I must have been like, it's party time! Fucking started popping tall boys, bro. Popping tall boys. Yes, get the laughter rate. Yes, adulation.
That's probably what happened.
So, yeah, so that happened. And so back to Saturday, I'm completely drained, completely hungover. I'm feeling better. I ate. I got some water in me. I hydrated, but I'm still feeling really drained and weak, bro. So we're all in the pool. I'm wrestling the little kids. They're wearing me out. Completely. Normally unfazed is what I would do. But again, since I clearly drank, I don't know, whatever the hell 16 times 12 is, a lot of fluid ounces of alcohol. I'm completely drained. And Sean's brother-in-law, Danny, is a Pinellas County detective. Tall, maybe half an inch taller than me, completely jacked. He fucking sneak attacks me from the back. He goes to start wrestling me. And I immediately go into defense mode because I wrestled for like 6-8 years or something. So it's just natural. I start wrestling and I fucking get him in a lock and I fucking push him up against the wall of the pool and shit. And immediately I'm like, I am way too exhausted to be wrestling this fucking trained officer of the law right now. So we probably wrestled like 45 seconds before I could feel everything was shaking. I'm fucking exerting every last ounce. Because this guy is jacked. He is strong. Now granted, yes, I know what I'm doing. We're roughly the same size. I can keep leverage to, on my end. but I've got no energy to do anything offensive. So the whole time I'm just trying to play defense, and eventually, like, man, I'm shaking. I feel the weakness in my muscles. I finally just give up and let him toss me. And I wake up this morning, my back's completely jacked. Go figure. But that was fun. Figured I'd share that story with you. Getting tossed by a detective, no energy to do anything offensive. I think he's 31, maybe. He's a little younger than I am. Almost a decade.
I feel like I met him or somebody else that you guys.
You may
know
have.
that
Tall, bald guy, blue eyes. I wake up this morning,
Yeah.
my back's jacked. Completely
I don't
fucking
know.
jacked. But when he's got a gut, obviously he drinks and eats good. But the man's in the gym all the fucking time. And I haven't been to the gym in like 5 years or something. So it's been twice as long as that since last time I wrestled. So I would say I held my own for maybe 45 seconds before I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done.
He's like, I could go for more than 45 seconds. But
I felt like I got
just like,
slapped
I
in the
can't do
face,
that.
just like this. We don't have the headphones, so we can't hear it. But you guys can hear it, and that's really all that matters.
Indeed.
I would say I held my own. So, Michael, I can't.
It's
I'm done.
He's like, I could go for.
It's still. They haven't even started the second period yet. It's still 3-0. Just like this. We don't have the headphones, so we
Oh,
can't
you
hear it.
got a
But you guys
little-
can hear it, and that's really all. I got it pinned. That's a Samsung Android thing that you can do.
It's
So, how was the bowling with the Mama Dukes? Other than you said you had the robot, which again,
It was fine.
I'm not a fan of this technology at all. I don't need robots coming up and talking to me, bringing me things.
Yeah.
I
All
think
that matters is
it's
if
way
I'm
too
gonna be,
Judge
like,
Dredd for
going
me.
into actual tournaments that consist of, could be 10 plus more games in a single.
How was the
day.
bowling with the Mama Dukes? Other than
I really
you said you
gotta,
had the robot.
just
Which,
make
again,
sure it's fine.
I'm not a fan. So basically, you're trying to tell me your right shoulder is completely jacked today.
It's not jacked. Not my shoulder.
way too Judge
mainly
Dredd
my
for me.
forearm and just my hand overall. Because when I grip the ball, more games in a single. I make sure everything's just tight and I have a firm grasp on it. But I crank the shit out.
So
of
basically,
it,
you're
so
trying
I
to
want to be
tell
able to
me
have
your
that
right
control.
shoulder
So
is
therefore,
completely
that's why I
jacked.
hold it so tight.
Right.
And overall, doing that, I mean, you're throwing the ball, just my hand overall, because probably 15, 20 times per game, unless you're striking out, because, I mean, you get a 300, that's 12 strikes. So
That is
that's
indeed
12 times
12.
you go up there to bowl, so not including, spares you got to pick up, so you're probably about, maybe 16, 17 times. 18 overall.
Right.
depending.
Hey, look at that. We got 2 people tuning in.
Nice.
Welcome, guys. Luna Panda. Oh, that'd be Luna. What's up, Luna? How you doing?
Luna
Welcome to the cast. Don't forget to continually comment below to make us feel special. We need the dopamine hit.
He needs the dopamine. You got to pick up, so
I need the dopamine hit.
continue watching. But yeah, I also started keeping track anytime I
guys.
bowl on this,
Luna Panda.
app. It's
Oh, that'd be
called
Luna.
Pen
What's up,
Pal.
Luna? How you doing?
I've
heard of it.
I've
heard of
Pen
Pen
Pal.
Pals. Don't forget to continually
Gives me
comment
all
below to
my
make us feel
stats that I bowled
special.
on
We
there,
need
so
the
that is
dopamine
everything
hit.
that I did. I bowled 4 games today, so
Very nice. But you only had 170 as a high. Isn't that like a low for you? Don't usually break the 200s?
oh, 179 was my but yeah, I mean 200s.
I've heard of it.
I would love to average 200s, but right now I'm averaging about 275, or 175, 176.
Oh, I think we all know what the people think of that. As a high, You didn't say the magic word.
But yeah, I mean 200s are nice whenever they happen. That's if I'm having a real good night. But lately, for the past couple weeks, I've been struggling.
Oh, I think
a bit.
we all know what
I don't know
would.
if that's just fatigue or maybe I should start eating before I go.
Yeah,
Get
that'd
a
probably
little
do it.
bit of,
A little energy,
sustenance,
a little bit of carbohydrates, a little vitamin C in you, get some energy going.
So usually I'll have something maybe mid-afternoon or so, but I don't start bowling until 6:30. So struggling. I definitely need to get something a little bit more closer to that time.
I would
Maybe I'll be
imagine.
better and feel
Yeah.
less like shit.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not as cranky either because, man, I had a shitty Friday night. Dude. I had a shitty Friday night.
You didn't eat at all before you bowled?
No.
Oh, wow.
No, not at all. I mean, I'm not going to say that as an excuse. It could be, why it happened, but, I also had, the no tap.
Yeah.
I tell people about that. They're like, oh, man, you must do good in that. Got to be in the top 5 out of
You didn't
everybody
eat
that's
at
there.
all before you bowled?
No. No, not at all. I mean, I'm not gonna My highest, or 2 out of the 4 games that we did were above 200. I did a 213 and a 215.
That was Friday?
That was Saturday for
Saturday.
the tournament.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least you're pulling your best out for the tourneys. Like, league is whatever. Don't they handicap anyway? They do like an average.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My highest.
So-
You still want to do good. I mean, you're not going to bowl there, just to, bowl like shit. You're still spending money
That was
to bowl,
Friday?
and, you want to fight for that, top spot.
Well, that's
for your
good.
team. So,
Yeah, last bowling tournament I was in, I think we got first in whatever division we were in, but there was a handicap going on. I felt like I had a terrible game. I bowled
I mean, you're not going to
say like a 220, a 270, and a 230 or something like that. It's like, with your handicap, you came close to 200 every game. I'm like, well, I guess it's that new age participation trophy era, so. But, they officially gave us a plaque like, oh, your team's number 1. I forget. We had a silly name. I can't remember what it was. I think I might have been 15, 14, some crap like that. It was the last year I bowled tournament, With your handicap,
catch
you
up
came
on
close
French
to 200
toast.
every game. I'm like,
that was the name.
well, I guess.
But yeah, Saturday, like I said before, people, are just like, you gotta do good. I've seen you bowl. I mean, you can't do bad.
Silly name, I can't remember.
And usually that's when I'm at my worst, because
Crap like that. It was the last
you
year
see
I
on,
bowled.
Facebook, I post on there, like,
Oh, you
love
post all the
slash
time
hating.
about your strikes, yeah. Well,
And
your
it's-
mom or your dad records it, and then they send it to you when you post.
Yeah. Like I said before. But anyway, just like, you gotta do good. Usually when I'm in those tournaments, you can't striking down 9 pins. Rarely happens. I either strike legitimately. I'll get maybe.
Oh, you post all the
2 to
time about
3,
your strikes, yeah.
9
Well,
pins
your mom
per
or your
game,
dad
which
records
counts
it,
as
and then they
striking.
send it to you when you post.
But most of the time, I'm getting splits. I'm getting about 3 to 4 pins still standing up, which is just frustrating as all shit. Like, hey, this is a no tap tournament. Why am I having all these pins stand up during this time? This doesn't happen at league when I do regular bowling.
Because you are Michael the Pin Chaser,
The pin chase.
the almighty code.
I also did a edible, so
Oh, well, that'll do it.
3 to 4 pins.
so I was very relaxed.
Yeah. My neighbor gave me 2 edibles she made herself, and I wasn't prepared for those, I can tell you that.
This doesn't happen.
They both of them. I didn't eat them both at the same time. I spread like 2 weeks between them. But yeah, immediate nap time when they kicked in. It took like an hour and a half for it to kick in. So I was like, oh man, this isn't working. My neighbor gave me, she just must have made them weak or something, and I considered maybe eating the second one, and then it just hit me immediately, like all at once, just like right to the face, like I got slapped. But yeah, immediate nap time. And yeah, I was like, I gotta lay down because I tried to get up and move around. I was like, fuck it, I gotta try and sober up. This is a bit much. I think I might start tripping soon. The shit, like, it overtook me to the point where I was like, I don't think I've ever been this high in my life. So, of course, me being a pussy, I just went straight to bed. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I woke up in the exact same position I passed out in. No back pain, which is great because my back's fucked and I always wake up with some amount of back pain. But I woke up 9 o'clock at night. And second time I did it at the dog park. Like, I ate it, and an hour later I took baby to the dog park, and I just bug eyes stared at everybody out there. Thank God it was bright as shit outside. I said, no sunglasses, I need this light. Too fucking tired. Definitely indica couch, those cookies, for sure. And they were like, no joke, like, little itty bitty things, which is
How
why.
many milligrams do you think per?
Oh, Jesus, probably like 200. It was that shit. When it hit, I was like, this is too much. This is too much. I don't usually get high, So when I did, it was just way too much. It was just way too much. I took baby to the dog park, and I just
So I guess the question would be,
stared at
did you
everybody
enjoy
out
yourself,
there.
though?
Thank God it was right. The first time, this fucking big and like real thin. They were this itty bitty. I know size doesn't matter when it comes to these things. Pay attention, ladies. And this is too much. I just wasn't prepared. Second time, I was like, okay, this shit is way too strong. So I ate. No, I ate the whole thing anyway. But
I ate the whole thing anyway.
I was gonna say I broke it in half, and I did, but then I ended up eating both pieces. Yeah, it was fun. I literally sat at the dog park for like 2 hours. Eventually, baby was just passed out at my feet, and I was still just staring at random dogs and people. Nobody, not one person approached me, too. They saw my bug eyes.
They know what's going on.
Dude, I bet my eyes were so bloodshot. There at the dog park.
They're just like, they're probably just walking
I was
around
gonna say I
like,
broke it in half, and I
like,
did,
about-
but then I ended up eating both pieces.
shit. No, they're like more paranoid than
Yeah, it
you
was
are.
fun. I literally
Like,
sat at the
what is
dog
this
park.
dude doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked. I don't know if I looked homeless, but I definitely looked like I was on drugs because I was. Oh Jesus Christ! Amber Alert! Amber Alert! Everybody!
I thought I turned that off.
Oh, my shit's
Oh,
about.
yeah, this is a newer phone.
Oh. It's probably going to tell me I have an Amber Alert soon, too, on my phone. But
You turn off your Amber Alerts,
so
you're a
bloodshot.
piece of shit.
you
Don't
fucking
you care
shit.
about my milk carton child? We don't do those anymore. Oh, there you go.
Oh, hold on. That's the work phone. Up and my phone. Oh, God. Yeah, it was fun. I literally sat at the dog park. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I looked. I don't know if I looked homeless, but I definitely looked like I was on drugs. 'Cause I
Wow.
was. Oh, Jesus Christ. So that hurt. Everybody. So to kind of loop us to beer cast-esque, how would you rate this beer we just drank, Michael? Going to tell me I have an Amber Alert
Good.
soon too on my phone.
We were on a beer cast. I would definitely be giving this
Fucking
maybe a
shit.
4.4.
Yeah. IPA, it's very juicy, hop forward, fruit finish. I would say 4 or 5. 4 or
Very
5
good,
for sure.
and the price itself is very good as well. That
Because he bought it
was
discount.
$8, or I'm sorry, $8.99 for 8-pack.
8-pack? That hurt. Oh, I didn't know that they sold those. I know they had the 4-packs. So to kind of 6-packs, loop us to beer cast. Now that I know that they have an
probably
8-pack,
said 6-pack.
beer we just drank,
That
Michael.
would make more sense.
So
I
is it-
swear I looked at the thing because it was handwritten.
Oh,
I swear it said 8-pack for $8.99.
all right. Yeah, that might
More
be true.
likely it's a 6-pack. I just grabbed a couple of them. and was just like,
IPA, it's very juicy, hop forward.
But either way, I mean,
I would
it's,
say,
you know, this in itself
4 or
could
5.
easily be
Very good.
you know,
And the price
$12
itself
beer.
is very good as well.
Because
I
he bought
enjoy
a
this beer
discount.
than I do most.
$8 or I'm sorry,
You know,
$8.99.
usually for the most of the time, if I don't want to drink a hell of a lot, but I want to get that buzz,
I didn't know
I'll
they
go
sold
for
those.
a
They had the
High
4-packs.
You know,
Right.
a couple of those you're swinging pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Maybe not swinging low to the floor, but definitingly swinging by the knees.
I
Yeah.
swear I looked at the
On top of some other not so
I swear it
recreational,
said 8-pack
you know,
for $8.99.
All right.
ingestibles.
Yeah, that might
More
be. Would they
likely
not
it's a 6-pack.
be solely recreational?
Not what I'm talking about. But
Either way,
So what do we got next there, Michael?
this in itself could easily be.
Oh, cool. Speaking of the devil, and the devil shall brew.
I enjoy this beer than I do most. You know,
Let's get a little applause for the highlight, everybody.
A couple of those you're swinging pretty good.
Maybe not swinging low to the floor, but highlight is one of my personal favorites. It's also super hop forward, but it's also got a hop finish, so it has that going for it. Would they not be solely recreational?
Not what I'm talking about.
If you were to ask me, not a fan of the low lie. What do you think? Cool. Speaking of the devil and the devil, what is it? 4%, and it's even hoppier than High Lie. So it's like, okay, I get it. It's a hoppy beer that you want to make sessionable.
It's a lower calorie highlight. But I mean, if you're drinking Highlight or want to drink Highlight in the first place,
Maybe not swinging low to the floor.
just drink a regular.
Just drink a Highlight. Like, who's watching their weight drinking craft beer? It's also
Right,
super hop
especially when you're
forward,
like,
but it's also got a hop.
I'm gonna
finish,
go out
so
to this
it has that
brewery.
going for it.
You're just gonna go have one.
Solely recreational?
Actually, no. I used to kind of do that
If you were to ask
back when I
me,
was more self-conscious about
not
my
a
weight
fan
and
of the
shit, I'd
low
be like,
lie.
Yeah,
What do you
I'll
think?
have one of the strongest, tastiest beers they have. Get a tall one,
Mangrove,
and just sip on
4%,
that
and
for
it's
a good
even
minute.
hoppier
You know,
than
get my
Highlight,
fill
so
in.
it's like that brings
Go
us back to the old Sunday night Delco to Seven Sons. We used to for years actually, like 3 years
Yeah,
straight.
it actually came up in my memory feed today.
Oh yeah,
I think so.
Which means it probably popped up in my memory feed on my actual Facebook, but since Facebook won't let me log into that account, you can find me at my troll account at Stefan Yabinski, exactly
Can't
how
log
it
into
sounds.
your regular,
No, it keeps telling me to confirm through the last device I logged in from, which would have been my S9, which is in literally a million pieces. So I had to create a troll account. Actually, I
You
think
had to create a troll account.
I created the troll account actually a couple months prior because I was Facebook jailed and I still wanted to fuck with people. We used to.
And you wonder why people block you.
Like 3 years no, not friends. Friends never block.
Oh, I thought about it a few times. I think
Did
so.
you really?
Which
means
it
probably popped up in my memory feed on
Just
my
because some of the
actual
shit is just
Facebook, but since
unnecessary.
Facebook won't let me Define log into that
unnecessary.
Like you
Well, I
know
mean,
who
search for
at
clout.
Stefan Yabinski, exactly how it Clout. sounds. I don't clout chase at No, all it ever. keeps telling me to confirm through the last Like device I clout logged in chasing from, is which would have been name my dropping S9, famous which is in people literally a hoping million they'll hear it. Clout chasing.
Famous people.
Clout chasing is I'm the best at this and everyone has to know it. That's clout chasing. I don't do that. I just respond in kind. Like everybody. Everybody who responds to anything that you post online is exactly what I'm doing. It's just people know I'm a smart ass. So when they read my comments, they like kind of hear it in their head like I'm like, I'm kind of nagging ya. But like you know,
Maybe Kim.
I don't. But no, like I don't know.
Oh, here it is.
Like clout chasing is name dropping famous people hoping they'll hear it. 2016. That was the last year I was at. I'm Seven Son, or not Seven Son. Delcos, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah, I don't do
I think that was a little bit before you
like found my way out the door.
found my way out the door.
Oh, I purposefully. I mean, I was working another job that paid way more. So when they at the time, and that's why I was just completely fed up with the BS from She Who Shall Not Be Named. Yeah, no, I goaded her into that. No, I definitely had her scared for a good couple months.
I think that's rare.
2016. That was the last.
I
Probably.
think a mangrove is a little bit darker.
Mangrove
Who
looks.
knows? I
Yeah,
haven't had a
mangrove looks
mangrove
like
in
this.
forever.
That is very light in color. Found my way out the door. Yeah, look at that. Seven Son, baby.
Doesn't that look
I
tasty?
purposefully. I've got that very glass in my washing machine, my dishwasher right now.
Oh, so do we. We have a couple of them. I would actually love to go out and get more. What I want to do is because I got the like
Yeah,
the
no, I
wine
goaded
champagne
her
display,
into that.
and
Right.
It's got like the sliders above where you could put that shit. I want to try to get a like a wine glass, like a brewery wine glass from that specific place.
Probably.
The different breweries.
Mangrove. Yeah, currently we've got Seven Sun and I believe Cigar City is what I have light in color for us right now. That Cigar City, can you guess who gave me that one? And by gave, I walked away with it while wasted. I've got that very glass in my washing machine. That was Colin's glass, dishwasher.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, so do we.
because I remember that was probably right around the time. Actually, no, that was in the early days of Delcos for me. So that would have been like 2013, 14, something like that. But I remember it was a G-Fuff, and of course it was just me, J-Huff, and Colin as the last ones. And even back then, Colin was usually the first one to tap out back in the day because he was like, there's just too much going on. I want to go in my room. I want to masturbate. I don't want these motherfuckers to bother me. And I believe Cigar City is what I have. But he was surprisingly like last up with me and J-Huff. And
Oh yeah, the rare times like I.
oh yeah.
Sometimes I would do it.
That was one of the nights, not the night of the Evan Williams, but that was one of the nights where I was boiler making my craft beers.
The night of the Evan Williams, was that also the night of the incident where he had an ambulance called? Is that why you referred to the Evan Williams?
Oh no, I do recall that evening.
Oh, you're referring to when J-Hub took you home.
Well, I took him home.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which was a bad idea.
That's
That was a Tuesday a dollar night at the Threshers. We were doing shots sitting at the bar, which we usually never do, but J Huff was like, fuck that, we're getting shots. And I was like, fuck it, we're getting shots. And you're like, yeah, we're doing shots. And that was a blackout night. That was one of the nights. Yeah, that was a blackout night. I showed up to work the next day, still completely wasted. And I was like surprised. I was like, am I sick? I don't remember. I thought I stopped drinking at 11 o'clock. No, that's not what happened. I blacked out and continued to drink with J Huff. We killed a bottle of Evan Williams. The liquor store was still open. We went and got another.
Was that,
we killed
that was Sunset Liquors.
Which was a bad idea. Yep, we went up to Sunset
All
Liquor.
reliable Sunset Liquors.
And
located on Sunset Point and Sunset Point.
Sunset Point in Lawson, I believe, is it, right by Frontage Road 19.
You know where the Waffle House is?
New
It's
Waffle
right there.
House. Back then, that Waffle House did not exist.
No, that Domino's hasn't always been there either.
Nope, that Domino's wasn't there. That was like a nail shop or something. And I was like surprised.
The only thing that's been there forever is that Burger King.
That Burger King will never shut down. When Burger King goes bankrupt and sells all the franchises and all the buildings, there's going to be that one franchise owner that says, bitch, I am Burger King. We're staying open. I'm literally out here selling hot dogs I bought at the store, but we're fucking Burger King and we're open.
It's so fucking ghetto too.
It is.
And it's like nowhere like near ghetto. You know where the Waffle House is?
No, it's not. There's like a Nature's Food patch there, a Barnes and Nobles, like it seems
like
fairly
if you were to,
up
just
class
pass,
as
say like, a Burger King, say like if you're on I-4 going on through, between Tampa and Orlando, so like, fucking Lakeview or something.
Yeah, no
Lakeland.
no interstate exit.
Yeah, it's just like, hey, we got food here, food exit. You got Burger King,
says, bitch, I
you
am
got
Burger
Taco
King.
Bell, and you got like Checkers.
Yeah.
And they're each like a quarter mile
at the store,
apart from each other.
Had me some Checkers the other day.
It's-
Oh, look at this.
it's gonna be
Boom.
the worst.
Lightning scored twice in less than a minute.
Really?
5-0, baby. Looks like we're going to Toronto, bitches. Well, I don't want to speak too soon. We still got like half a game, but
If you were to,
you can feel my energy.
say like, a Burger
Continue
King,
about your
Go
ghetto
Bucks.
talk. Ghetto talk. Cheers.
Between Tampa and Orlando, so like, fucking
Yeah,
Lakeview or something.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, that Burger King will be there forever.
Yeah, it's just like,
hey, we got food. What else has been there forever? I mean, there was that AC place, or no, that's a gas station.
Well, there's the Sunset Lounge across the street from.
That's
Burger
also been there
King.
forever.
That's been there since
But-
the 80s, I want to say. Lightning scored twice in less than a minute.
The Burger King definitely through the 90s
5-0,
for sure.
baby. It looks like we're
And
going to
one of the
Toronto,
first times I
bitches.
went to the
I
Sunset
don't wanna
Bar
speak
was
too soon. We
when
still
I
got, like, half a
literally
game.
when I first turned 21 back in 2007.
Wow, you are so young.
About your
Um,
ghetto.
No, I think I turned 21. 2000.
You were born in '84.
So-
yeah, that Burger King will be there forever.
So
Who else has been there forever? I mean, there was that AC place. You also want to know my social security number? That's a gas station.
I mean, if
you
you're
guys
willing.
want to know my social security number?
Comment below.
Comment below. Tell me now.
That's been there since. We want to know Michael's social security number because we all want a 300 credit score.
Burger King definitely through the 90s for sure. And
Sucker, I just bought a house.
the Sunset Bar was
Well, somebody out there that
literally
watched
when I
us
first turned 21
would have a 555 all the way across.
They're gonna
like,
believe it.
You asshole.
What Michael didn't tell you, it actually ends in a 9.
No, I think I turned 21.
Yeah, but that night, Jesus Christ. I had to be told by you and anyone else who was still awake that night what happened. Because I was like, dude, I almost got into like 4 accidents, merging out to 275. I feel dizzy.
I wasn't in the car with you.
No, you weren't. You hit me up like 3 days later. No, you hit me up like 3 days later, like, bro, I haven't heard from you. Are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. You're like, bro, you were wasted. And I believe it. This is why I try not to drink liquor anymore. Because as I get older, when I drink the liquor shots, it like basically goes into my liver bypasses it and then just stores itself in my brain. And I think that's why I black out. So I won't do it anymore. Like I said, one shot of tequila blacked me out, and I proceeded to drink every bit of alcohol in my fridge except for one tequila. You hit me up like 3 days later. It was a one-off deal. I haven't heard from you.
I take one shot of tequila.
Like, yeah, I'm fine.
Open up the fridge door.
Look at all
All
these
of these are going to
beers.
be consumed tonight.
I ain't got shit to do tomorrow except for fucking
Fast
wrestle.
forward to the next morning.
Yeah.
Why are all my clothes on my bed?
When I drink.
Oh,
Why did I
have
fall
this thing in my
asleep?
head that's saying like, "Hey, let's party."
Dude,
Why is that going through
Dude,
my
I'm
head?
surprised I didn't wake up with half my head shaved and a dick drawn on my face.
You do that to yourself? This'll teach me.
Who knows? I could have went my neighbor's drink. I could have went out there and fucking drank with them. That's why I had the shoes on. Again, I feel like.
That's why I have the shoes on.
No, I'm pretty sure I put the shoes on because I took the dog out. But I was so drunk that
Take one shot
I'm like,
of
I gotta go to bed. But first, let me just dump my drawers of fucking
All of
clothes
these are gonna be
and then fucking
consumed
empty out my
tonight.
closet onto my bed because that seems like it'll make my mattress that much
Why are
more
my
soft and
clothes on my
comfortable.
bed?
I honestly
when you're
can't
drunk,
say.
You can't really deny that type of logic.
Yeah,
Because,
exactly.
I mean, I've slept
exactly.
with half my body on the
I didn't
bed
wake up with
and half my body off, and I was like,
And he
"This
woke up-
feels a lot better."
He woke up feeling like $1 million had
teach me.
been shoved up a stripper's asshole and lit on fire.
I was gonna say something else, but I mean, yeah, sure. That's why I have the shoes on.
It'll work. It'll work. Sure I put the shoes on because I took the dog out.
But yeah, I literally
I was
have
so drunk
done that before when I was fucked up. I think I was on.
I gotta go to bed.
I think I also had some
Dump my drawers of fucking clothes.
seeds that I got from this
Empty out my
place. It was,
closet onto my
God damn it!
bed
It was
because that
in
seems
Palm
like it'll make
Harbor.
my
It
mattress
was
that
there
much more
forever. It
soft
was
and
the biggest headshot.
I honestly
when you're
can't
drunk,
say.
you can't really deny
Uh, oh my
Yeah,
God.
exactly.
I've
Exactly.
slept with half my body on the bed and half my body
But
off.
anyway,
And he woke
This
up.
feels a lot better.
well, I mean, you probably remember
What you talking about, Willis?
there was a head shop on US 19 in Palm Harbor.
Oh yeah,
Right-
that
right
next
before-
to the triple X
Oh,
foreplay video. That would be YB normal.
Yeah, I literally.
I bought my first
I think I was on,
water pipe from there, and the lady wouldn't sell it to me for like 5 minutes. I was like, because you're not allowed to say bowl or bong. You're allowed to say hookah. You're allowed to say water pipe, right? So I was like, let me get, because they had a row, like a top shelf, and it had those 3-foot water bongs. And I was like, they were acrylic. What you talking about? And they had pink, purple, blue, yellow, red, and some
next to
other,
the triple X
rainbow
video.
one and stuff. So I was
That
like,
would
let
be
me get that red one right there.
I bought
The lady
my
turns
first
around and looks, and then she looks back at me, and she's like,
water pipe
"Which one?"
from there.
I was like, that tall one on the top shelf that's red, that one right there in the middle.
Because
And
you're not
she's
allowed
like,
to
"Oh,
say
I'm not bowl. I don't know what
or
you're talking about." I was like, the
allowed to say hookah.
water
You're allowed
pipe
to say
there.
water pipe.
And
right?
she
So
was
I
just like,
let me get.
they're all water pipes. I
have
was
a
like, the
row.
red bong
Top shelf
right
and
there.
had
And she's
those
like, oh, I can't sell this to you. You said bong.
And I was like,
And I was like, bitch, did we not just go back and forth for 2 minutes on semantics? I'm pretty sure you set me up. You're like, I don't even want to check this dude's ID.
She probably did. I was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set you up. What's the word he wants to say?
And then she looks back at me and she's like,
Bonk! I can't sell it to you.
Get
Get the fuck out.
And this was like the owner of the establishment too, so it was very odd that she would try and not get business. So here's what I did. My brother was in there with me, so I couldn't ask him to purchase it for me because she would be like, "Oh, you're here for that guy wanting the bong that I can't sell because we can't say bong."
right
So
there.
I
She's
hit
like,
up
"Oh, I can't sell this to you. You said bong.
my buddy Tiffany,
And I was like,
different
bitch, did
Tiffany.
we not just go back and forth for 2
Clearly,
minutes on semantics?
buddy.
I'm pretty
Well, I
sure
mean,
you
we're
set
kind of
me
buddies
up.
now,
I don't
but-
even want to check this dude's
She probably did.
Anyway, so we hit her up and have her come in, and she purchases it because she's like a month older than me or something. Anyway, so I knew she just turned 18
Can't
as
sell it
well.
to you.
And no issues. She walked in there. She's like, "Let me get that red one." Too. So and the lady was like, "Yes, ma'am." Try and not get right away. She was like, "Oh, I didn't get any trouble at all." My brother was
Did you
in
say
there
you
with me. so I
just
couldn't
turned
ask him
18?
to I just turned 18. It was my the day after my 18th birthday. So
That was 2002.
So I hit yes,
I can't sell this to you. You said
yes.
bong.
My buddy Tiffany. That'd have been it. And Yeah, the day before I just got my tattoo. Fun fact about that, I was still hallucinating off of acid drops when I got that tattoo. I was on like a 21-hour trip or something. I took a lot of acid. And no issue. On my 18th birthday. She's like, let me get that red one. A lot. And the lady was like, yes.
Way to bring you into adult.
Oh, wow.
Not adulthood.
She's like, oh, I
but,
didn't get any
just-
trouble at all.
My brother was in there with
Yeah.
the legal consent and
Day after my
adult.
18th birthday. So got to be 18 to do acid, kids, remember.
Yep.
My buddy Tiff had been it.
But yeah, what was I saying before about him?
Yeah, the day before I just got applause.
But
Fun fact about
but
that,
yeah, that
I was
what was I saying?
still
Back to like how I was
hallucinating off
sleeping
of
and
acid.
shit.
Right, yeah, half on, half
got,
off the bed.
yeah, half on, half off. I mean, of course, there was alcohol involved, but I remember, I mean, they've sold other like psychedelics and shit over there. They sold salvia de jorum over there.
Salvia's garbage.
Salvia is garbage to a lot of people, but I, for one, actually enjoyed it.
It's got to have something to do with body chemistry because anytime I tried it, I ate it, I smoked it, and then I tried to make a tincture out of it.
Never heard of anybody eating it. I've heard of people smoking it, but I never heard of like ingesting salvia.
Well, it said
But
right
I mean,
on
I guess I mean it's from a plant.
it says right on the bag, smokable herb. It says it right on the bag. But I smoked half the bag. Nothing. I was like, fuck it. I'm literally going to eat this like catnip. Nothing. So I went out and got another bag, created a tincture out of it, drank the tincture, nothing. So all three ways of ingesting potential hallucinogens or stimulants, nothing. Nothing at all. I tried to make a tincture out of it.
Never heard.
You live and you learn.
And that's it. You never got an experience out of it or anything.
Nothing. A little lightheaded when I smoked
But I
it,
mean, I mean, it's
but not really high. I wouldn't say high.
the first one I did was 20x.
It says it right on the
Me
bag.
and
But I smoked half the bag.
well, no longer a friend of mine
I
now,
was like, fuck it.
but at the
I'm
time
gonna eat this like
we went
catnip.
out and we're like, okay,
Nothing.
we're
So
a couple
I went out
21-year-olds.
and got
I was
created
in
a
between
tincture
jobs
out of
and
it,
shit at that
drank the
time.
tincture.
So,
Nothing.
there wasn't a whole lot to
All
do
three ways of ingesting
other than skate.
potential hallucinogens.
Get high. But we were just like,
Or
well,
stimulants,
let's try to kill some time. So, just went over to YB, searching for, just a new, pipe. You never got to experience not necessarily a bomb, but just your
A
normal.
little lightheaded.
Your bowl. Your little bowl.
But not really
And
high.
we saw this shit called Salvia de Jorum 20x. We're like, what is this right here? We're
20
like,
times the usual
it is
potency.
a experience enhancing. I'm like, oh, okay. What is it? It's $20 a gram. Sure, I got $20 in cash right here. Let's see what it is. He went outside to go for a smoke, and we're like, okay, see ya. He goes, come over here for a second. What? He's like, when you smoke it, you pack a bowl, you try to kill the whole bowl in one hit, hold it in for as long as you can, then blow it out, and get ready for a weird 5 minutes.
Times the usual. 5 minutes? Is that really all it would give you?
That's all that it really gave me. Yeah. Some people say 10, but it's very quick though.
So it's
is
like
a very
cocaine or
quick-
crack.
I guess.
Duration,
I
I
don't know.
suppose. I've never
Comment
smoked.
below if you think that's accurate or if you know that's accurate.
I've never smoked crack, but I have snorted cocaine 12 or 13 times in my day.
Oh yeah, I mean I've done.
Been about
coke as
20
well.
years since I've snorted
Smoke it.
cocaine.
Yeah, not really a thing of mine.
Oh, it was never a thing of mine then. But I always say I'll try something 10 to 15 times and then I'll let you know.
But yeah, the guy pulled us over, or not pulled us over, but pulled us aside. Told us what to do. So we're like,
Told you what to do.
We're excited. Got back to the house,
it's
or to
like
his
cocaine
house. He lives in a pretty decent house. Right
Duration,
now, it'd probably be about
I've
$1
never
million.
smoked.
Comment below if you think that's accurate, or if you know that. Say like
I've never
5
smoked.
bathroom,
Like the old,
3 full bath.
the old
4-car
Freeburg
garage.
residence.
Something like that.
It's been
Yeah.
about 20
Big old
years
garage.
since
He had his room in the garage, and they still parked like 3 of the cars inside there,
It was never a thing
and still
of
had
mine
room.
then. But
anyway,
still
we're out
have room
there.
to put up a pool table and a basketball court.
Oh, yeah.
We're saying it's not.
Oh yeah, hands down.
Super
Anywho,
freaky.
yeah, He packed up a bowl. He took the first hit.
Told you what to
And
do.
I remember I recorded him on. It was right when video cameras first came out on phones.
So it
started
was like
becoming
a shitty flip phone camera.
Yeah, it was. I mean, this was 2007.
Oh yeah, flip phone for sure. The old
So
Freebird
2007.
residence.
You know, I recorded on there, and
Big old garage.
he took his hit, and then he just kind of like spun around in slow circles and shit, and he's like,
Still have room to put
And
a
I'm like,
table and a basketball court.
oh, yeah.
We're saying it's.
I don't remember how he described it, but he's like, dude, this is weird. Try it. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a go. So I did the same thing, packed up a bowl, took a huge hit, held it in for as long as I could, exhaled, and not even 20 seconds later after I exhaled, I feel my whole
So it was
body
like,
tingle
a shitty
from
flip phone
my
camera.
toes going up to my head.
This was 2007.
And
I
I
feel like
never
I got
knew
robbed
that I
with
could
my
taste
experience.
anything through my knee. But it was say like you know your taste buds were on your knee. My whole body tasted like a hard pink stick of extra bubble gum. It was weird. It was really weird. I'll give it a go. Then they had a boat. And I was like, I'm gonna jump on the stern of that boat, and I'm gonna meow like a cat.
From
So
bow
I
to
did.
stern.
And then
The nautical
I was just
tales
kind of
of
noticing
Michael Cohen.
shit. Then after that, it was over. I was like, that was weird, but it was fun. I laughed uncontrollably. It will make you lose your shit. You could be looking at something so fucking depressing. Like we were watching a movie and like this kid literally lost his father. Like he's burying his father, and he's crying his eyes out. You know, as soon as you know the coffin's being lowered.
And you're
into
over
the
there
ground.
disco dancing on self.
I fell out of my chair laughing. So
You were at a
fucking hard.
funeral? And you fell out of your chair laughing while
Watching
on
a
salvia.
movie.
Oh, okay.
Watching a movie.
I literally missed that part. I was like, Michael, you are not invited to my father's funeral.
I laughed.
Gonna fall out of your seat laughing at a funeral. No, okay, it was a movie. Okay, continue.
Yeah, I'd be sitting down. You could be looking at something so fucking. Yeah, no, I was just sitting down in a chair, you know, watching this shit, and it just makes you laugh. I'm not gonna say it makes me laugh. Anybody else that has
You're
tried
over
it,
there disco
you
dancing
know,
on self.
I had about maybe 3 or 4 people try it before we ran out, and all of them just
You were at a
completely
funeral
lost their
and you
shit.
fell out of
One
your
kid
chair laughing. while on
looked
salvia.
looked outside, and he
I
swore
literally
that he
missed that
had
part. I
like
was like, Michael,
500 times
not invited to my
magnification
father's
in
funeral.
his eyes, and he was just looking at all the galaxies
fall out
and
of your
shit,
seat
just
laughing
looking
at
at
a
shit.
funeral. Was this during the daytime?
It was during the daytime.
That man's got some fucking vision.
And he was looking at the moon and shit. I'm just like, I'm trying to like, you know, go up next to him, try to get his field of vision. I'm not gonna say it makes me laugh. Anybody else that has tried it,
You're like, bro,
like,
that's the
you
ceiling.
okay, buddy? You all right? He goes,
You were at a funeral?
one kid looked
That's
what
where
the fuck
Stretch
is
Armstrong landed back in 1988.
Lance Armstrong, you know, not to be confused with Neil Armstrong.
Lance Armstrong rode his bike up there.
Yes, it was during the day.
That man's got some fucking vision. Wow.
And he was looking at the moon he's like, Neil Armstrong. I'm just like, I'm trying to like, you know, go up next to him, try to get his field of vision. I smacked his finger. Move your fucking finger, bro. Oh, I see
You're
it.
like, bro. That's
Yeah. I just walked away. He stood out there for
Lance Armstrong,
3-4 minutes.
the first trans female on the moon. You know, because he lost the testicle. That's where Stretch Armstrong
because
landed
of
back
all
in
the cancers.
1988. Yeah, from the radiation through the
Lance
the
Armstrong.
the radiation belt,
Confused with Neil through the moon.
the moon belt
Moon
of
radiation.
radiation. Yeah, all of that.
But yeah, no, that was a trip. Salvia was crazy, but they also had other stuff over there. They had they sold like big vacuum sealed mushrooms and shit. Like mushrooms that you would
Lance
think would
Armstrong.
3-4 minutes that looked like they were
first
from Super
trans
Mario
female
Bros.
on
Like
the
they were
Bum,
big.
bum,
You're like,
bum,
what
bum.
the fuck is this?
You know, 'cause he
I
lost.
never trusted that. I did, however, trust these seeds though. There was a pack of 24 seeds, and me and Noel had one of our game nights. We're like,
Radiation.
let's try these. We took 12 seeds apiece.
Radiation.
And almost the same thing happened, just like how
Wait a minute. What were these? What were the seeds?
they were just seeds. I don't know what they were from or whatever, but the person said that they were hallucinogenic. Don't eat them. You know.
We ate them.
So yeah, we split it up about maybe half hour, 40 minutes later. My whole body just became just one big
Nice.
and then I started the trip. Almost kind of like when I was smoking the Jorum or the Salvia.
Dude,
Feel it
it's
from my
not
toes
delivery.
up.
It's DeJorum.
It's de jour. I started to feel it through my toes, and it slowly worked its way up, and about maybe the 2-hour mark. They were just seeds. It was getting to my neck and shit, like just the tingling and shit. And I'm like, all right, as soon as it reaches my head, that's probably when I'm gonna lose my shit. And
Did you lose your shit, Michael?
it made gaming so much better because we were playing Battlefield 2142.
And that was the
It was
seeds,
fucking
right?
dope. It was the seeds. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't try anything else after that. I've done mushrooms before, but I didn't do their Super Mario mushroom or whatever. I did the salvia. I did
The red with the white specks.
It's de jour. It was orange with the red specks.
Oh, okay. That's
The orange mushroom with the large round.
cappy. It's got a cap with some stuff on it.
It looked like a Mario mushroom. That's all I could really describe it. I was like, that thing is huge. I don't trust it. Yeah, let me get those seeds right there.
I want some mushrooms now. Now that you mentioned it.
We all want
seeds, right? Yeah.
Everybody within our, friend circle wants mushrooms.
Everybody wants mushrooms. So comment below if you can get them. But just don't do it publicly. Unless it's in this chat, and in which case comment below. The red with the white specks.
Hit the DM button.
DM
was
us
orange
at
with the red
random
specks.
at YouTube dot
The orange
/
mushroom with the
domain.
large round. I don't think that's gonna work.
It's got a cap with some. They'll try it. People will try it.
We'll try it.
I'll try it.
We will.
No big
survive.
deal. We might not survive, but we'll have a good time until we don't.
Yeah, let me get those seeds right. But
I
yeah,
want some mushrooms now.
we were talking about we all want tripping and shit.
Looks like we got
Everybody
10
within
minutes.
our, okay.
10 minutes. We
So-
can continue to talk about tripping. That's something I'm all about. I don't do it, but like
Well, I was
once
gonna
every
say,
5 years. But I'm
do you
into
have
it.
a crazy experience? With mushrooms?
Yes,
Truthfully.
yes. Like true. Like what? I'm just gonna make some shit up. We all know Steve. He makes everything up. Everything he said tonight was a fucking story.
Every single.
Every fucking thing, including this guy's name, which is Michael Cohn, which is also a lie.
No big deal. Is a lie.
We might not survive. No, I do have a fun mushroom experience. The very first time I ever did mushrooms, I believe I was 15 or 16 years old. My buddy Ryan, you met Ryan, you know Ryan. We can continue to talk about he had a 92 Camaro SRX SRT, or it was some kind of anniversary edition Camaro. 2-door, real nice, red, had like almost looks like the fucking old school DeLorean or Lamborghini fucking wing doors. That's the way it looked, but it just opened up like normal. So it was kind of disappointing when you actually got in the car. You're like, oh, these bitches are gonna go up, so you're like expecting it to come up, which is also
The door itself in the outline was oddly shaped,
Bro.
so you're not going to expect it to. Open
And
up just
it's like the heaviest fucking doors you've ever seen.
I
Heaviest,
believe it.
easily like 200 pounds a piece. Those doors. But anyway, so it's me, Ryan, and I forget who else was there. I think it might have been like a couple different buddies. Doesn't matter. But for the purpose, it was me and Ryan. And we went to Pasco, and we went shrooming in the cow field, because that was before they started doing the antifungal feed or whatever back in 2004 or 5 is when they
back
put
when
that
they
law on.
kind of got a gist of what was.
Oh yeah,
going on
well
with their
the
shit.
farmers were always complaining that they were shooting people
The
constantly.
door itself in the outline was odd.
So
So you're not going to.
local legislature said, well, we got to keep these kids from getting these fucking salt rocks in their assholes. So yeah, they passed legislation. But okay, So back to that though. We're out there. We were probably shrooming. We hit like 5 fields, and in the last field. Oh, by the way, we got these bags, dude. Oh my god, like 25-gallon trash bags. There was, I want to say 4 or 5 of us, and we filled them to the fucking top, bro. Like all these wet mushrooms. If we dried them, it might have been maybe half a pound
Back
a
when they
drop.
kind of got
But
gist of what was
wet pounds and pounds and pounds. Complaining that they were heavy. The bags were heavy. Also, lots of cow shit in those bags. So, but don't worry about that.
Local legislature said
We come back to my parents' place at the time, and we they're asleep. So we left at like midnight.
Yeah, they
my
passed
parents went to bed at like 10 or 11. We left at midnight, got back probably around 2 or 3 in the morning, and we just went in the bathroom. We rinsed all the cow shit off the shrooms, and we didn't measure nothing. We didn't weigh nothing. We just started eating handfuls of mushrooms. By the way, don't do that.
I thought you were saying like tossing them into like a container or something like that.
Yeah, the container
No,
being our mouths,
Yeah.
and then eventually our stomachs and our intestines, colon, toilet. So
Please go.
please do. And so yeah, I probably ate like 4 or 5 ounces of wet, of course, mushrooms. Way too much, even wet, way too much. Like so fucking far beyond way too much. I was twisted. Like in the bathroom, we rinsed all the cow shit off the shrooms, and we I felt like I was physically contorting while I was in my peak. But then, like once the shit started to calm
You're
down,
kind
a
of
little
doing
bit,
like a bit from
I thought you were saying like
into Wall Street in New York.
yeah, the
Leonardo
Wall Street.
DiCaprio.
Yeah, that
when,
was
when he
the
was ingesting
the Quaaludes.
Quaaludes,
Yeah, the
You were doing
Quaaludes.
that whole bit.
Little did I know that the 15 years of sitting in a dry shelf had created a natural
More
time
potency.
release. Yeah, a natural time release capsule. So yeah, we were all so fucked up. So we were way too fucked up to hang out in the house. We were making too much noise. So we moved out front, and we ended up sitting in the middle of the fucking street, staring at the street light between my parents' driveway and the neighbor's driveway. And
Is this at your
my parents' house
current
currently?
place?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They've been there over 20 years now. I think 95.
Wall Street in New York.
Is when they moved in
Leonardo
there. But
DiCaprio,
yeah, that
when-
was
when he was
the
ingesting
Quaaludes.
the,
Maybe.
Yeah, the Quaaludes.
Like I said, I was like 15,
Little did I
maybe
know
16,
Yeah.
so it was like 2000.
years of sitting
And
on a shelf had
oh my
created
god!
a natural
So I'm staring at
time
the
release,
street
yeah,
light, and
a
all I can
natural
see is the
time
light
release.
branching off into tentacles and reaching around, wrapping
yeah,
around things,
we were
grabbing
also
them,
fucked up.
pulling them in. I
So,
turn and look at the tree.
we were
The
way too
tree's
fucked up
fucking
to hang out
waving
in the
at me.
house.
There's
We
no
were making
breeze,
too
by
much
the way.
noise.
So
So
we
we
fucking
moved
dead
out
air. It's hot as shit
and we
outside.
ended up
But
sitting
this
in the middle of the
tree's
fucking
fucking
street,
doing this shit
staring
right
at the
here.
street light.
I think me and Ryan's buddy John was there, and he was so fucking spun for like 35 minutes. He just sat there staring at the light, quiet, not saying a word. All of us are kind of talking in our little twisted mushroom talk. And he's just quiet this whole time, not breaking it. He is not staring at this light for 20, maybe 30 minutes. And then out of nowhere, he's just like, bro, guys, you would not believe this. I just had the craziest walk around this neighborhood. And we all look at him. We're like, bro, you haven't gone anywhere. And he's like, bullshit. He's like, I just walked back up. I walked down to the end of the road. I went into the woods. I talked to a dog. And then I came back. And we were all like, that never happened, bro. Maybe in your head it sat there staring at the light. And quiet. Not saying a word. All of us. So we probably like I want to say 6:30 in the morning. We can start to see the horizon starting to illuminate, and we're like, oh shit! It's fucking morning time. The sun's about to come up. We're all still fucked up, so we're like, oh, we gotta go home.
I was gonna say your day's
Yeah.
started.
So we all hop back in Ryan's little fucking Camaro again, 2-store 92 SR, whatever the fuck it was, limited edition anniversary, super small.
Was it a pace car?
Dog, and then I Could came have been. back. And
Because my neighbors had those, and I've ridden it many times at school.
Okay.
That's why you were saying about the doors. I'm like,
Yeah. Okay. Well, yes, but it was like the '92 anniversary. Anyway, we drop everybody off. I'm gonna say 6:30 in the morning, and me and Ryan go back to my parents' house. Sun's fully up. It's probably 7:30. My parents still asleep. This is a Sunday morning at this point, and we're just literally we're sitting in the backyard barefoot, still fucking fun, staring at our toes, watching our fucking toe knuckle hairs do this shit.
Little fucking
And
two-store 92.
finally, Ryan's like, well,
Toe hair wars.
he's like, well, I think I'm gonna go home.
Was it a pace car?
And I said, yeah, I'm pretty fucked
My
up.
neighbors had those, and I would have been like, yeah, but to hell you are. You're sticking around, and
We're finishing this trip together. No, he wasn't supposed to go out at all. He was grounded.
Anyway, we drop everybody.
he was grounded.
Oh, and he got in so much trouble. His parents were awake. His dad and his stepmom were awake when he got home. So yeah.
Did they know that he was on that shit? Or
They thought he was drunk.
Was it just like he was just?
They thought he
like
was
you went
drunk.
out partying?
They thought he was. Yeah, they thought he was drunk and smoked weed or something. They had no idea he was tripping. But yeah, so that's my crazy tripping story.
That had to be a.
He's like, well,
Oh, it was great. Remember, don't trip until you're 18, kids. At least, don't smoke weed till 25. It fucks your brain.
I would have been like, yeah, but hell you are.
Yeah, and I guess that's all I got to say about that. Looks like
we're
we've got
finishing this trip together. No, he wasn't
3
supposed to go
minutes,
out.
so we might as well wrap up and do a little final thoughtage, Michael. Final thoughts on this couchcast, latest platform, whatever it is we're doing.
Did they know that he was on that shit? Or
They thought he was
I mean,
drunk.
it's a nice spot.
They thought
I mean,
he was
I
drunk.
like the
They
setup
thought he was.
a lot.
Yeah, they thought he was drunk. Yeah,
It's
I mean,
comfortable. It's nice. I mean, we don't have mics with arms on them and shit.
we're gonna get
but-
the arms soon. We've got
Yeah,
like so
I
much
mean,
equipment, and the
look
one
forward
shit we
to
don't
seeing
have is
better
the
shit.
arms. Yeah. Remember that way, like my back is so jacked from leaning forward into the spike for the last hour and a half or whatever we've been doing this for. But yeah, no, it's good setup. I like it. The couch is it's fun. I would like the arms, so I might as well
wrap up and do a little
not
final
jack my back
thought.
up
Final
sitting
thoughts
on my
this,
tailbone and shit, but
latest
lumbar support.
whatever it is we're doing.
lumbar support. Yeah.
But I interrupted.
They thought he was.
Yeah. It's a nice spot.
Media plugs, anything like that you'd like to give out? Final thought. It's still 5-0 at the end of the second period for Lightning. Go Bolts.
We're gonna get the arms.
They just ended the second
got,
period.
like, so
Yes,
much
sir.
equipment and the one shit
Just
we
now.
don't
Able to watch
have
the
is
third.
arms. Remember.
Yep. Go watch the Lightning right now. I'm on social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram.
But yeah, no,
at,
it's
Mahoney
good
Primavera
setup.
for
I like it.
Instagram,
The
Michael
couch
Cohn
is,
on
it's
Facebook,
fun. I would like the arms.
and of course Michael Cohn
Not
on
jack my back
Abnormally
up.
Random
I'm sitting on my
Podcast. So
tailbone. That's right.
make sure to click, comment, subscribe. You know,
Also, Mike,
show us a little bit of love, even though
But
if you don't like our content, just like whatever.
who cares if you like it? Support it. Right? Media
Yeah.
plugs.
I mean,
anything that you'd like to give
that's
out,
sometimes
final
that's the
thought?
thing I
It's still
hate. Like, you know, if
5-0
you're
at the end
doing
of the
something
second period for
positive,
Lightning. Go Bolts.
you know,
We're gonna get the arms.
people don't even show you
Yes,
this
sir.
type of love. You know what I mean?
Just
Just
now.
for out doing shit. Yep. Go
Right.
watch. I show love anybody anything. Like, hey, I see you doing something positive, no bullshit or whatever. I'll like it. May not, be my shit or whatever, but
Hey.
whatever. Hey, I
Also, don't forget to follow this man at Mahoney Boner Beats because he is an aspiring club DJ.
aspiring club DJ. Yeah.
Uh-oh. It says charge the battery pack. We got like
All right,
50
but
seconds.
you got any of your plugs?
Yeah, you can go ahead and follow me at Abnormally Goza on the Instagram. You can find me at Stefan Ubinski on Facebook. You could also find me at Steve Goes on Facebook, but don't expect me to accept that friend request because I have no access to it.
No, Stefan is Steve and Trollbait.
Yeah, it's
Until he could get
Steve's
his
troll page,
regular shit back.
which will never
Which
happen.
you have like 3 prior accounts. that
Until
you don't
Elon
have.
Musk buys that platform, I'll never be able to access it again. So, but yeah, so
Until next time.
Yeah, don't forget to follow us Abnormally Random, our YouTube.com/Abnormally Random, Facebook.com/Abnormally Random. Follow us on Abnormally Random Nation as a Facebook group. We're trying to build that up. Yeah, and it's been good times until the next cast, everybody.
Find me at Stefan.
Cheers.
on Facebook.
Do a final sippy.
Cheers.
On Facebook, but don't expect me to accept that.
Make sure to tune in for a future new office.
Yeah, that's right. New office coming soon.
Kind of.
Kind
Bye, everybody. Which you have like 3 prior accounts.
Until Elon Musk buys that.